Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannicorn. In today's video we are going to be doing yet another figure unboxing. So this package here came all the way from the US Crunchyroll store warehouse. This is a figure that I've had on pre-order for quite a while. This figure was delayed to the US stores multiple times, so it's been a little while past when it was supposed to release, but that said, now it is finally here. Alright, so the figure I have with me in here today is the Attack on Titan Eren Yeager ARTFX J renewal package version, 1/8 scale by Kotobukiya. So this figure here retailed for $119 US, but you can use Sezzle over on the Crunchyroll store, so that was only 4 payments of $30 US. And I pre-ordered the Eren Yeager and the Mikasa Ackerman at the same time, so I paid like 4 payments of 60 USD, which made this figure like totally affordable. I mean, as far as scales go, this was already quite the affordable figure, but I did go for the Sezzle plan just in case, so I could pick up some other things in between, and I'm really happy that the Crunchyroll store offers Sezzle, because if you want to get a big expensive scale, it makes it a little bit more feasible. Alright, so now let's just cut into this box here. As you can see from the top there, it did get a little dinged up on the way here. That happens every once in a while though. That's why they package these in boxes larger than the figures themselves, to make sure that everything is packed safely there. So just on opening the box here, I can already see the Eren right there. I'm super excited for this figure. Attack on Titan was like one of my first like really big animes that I was into. I watched a lot obviously growing up, and this is like one of like the larger ones that I really got into at the time when it first came out. Still love Attack on Titan, still keeping up with it obviously, but I do have some other animes that have topped it for my personal taste. Still love it though, it's a classic, and I had to get a figure at some point, and honestly, these ones by Kotobukiya, like the whole set, the Levi, the Mikasa, and the Eren, are just so stunning. So I had to pre-order the Mikasa and Eren. At the time I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to afford the Levi, so I didn't pre-order him, but now when he does come out I do plan on buying him, so look out for those figures when they arrive eventually. Again, this figure was delayed quite a bit, so I figure they're gonna be experiencing delays too. Speaking of, this is my first Attack on Titan figure, and I'm glad that this one's the one I went with, because like it is absolutely stunning. We know that I love a figure with a cool base, and this whole set, they're all like on the trees, and such a cool base. Alright, so I'm just gonna start peeling that paper off. It's kind of like Christmas. Alright guys, here we have him. I'm so excited. Oh my god, he looks so good. Here we have Eren Yeager, again by Kotobukiya. They have some of my favorite figures recently. I've really started getting into collecting their figures specifically. Here he is on the back there. The other side looks just like this. It's got this black and white kind of artwork of it on there. And then of course we have the top of the box, Eren Yeager and all the details. Now that we've got them unwrapped there, let's get on into the unboxing. I am super excited for this figure. Alright guys, so here we have Eren in the box. Let's get to actually unboxing him. inside the box there, you can of course see that they put some details in here. It isn't just a plain box. They have the insignia here, which is a nice touch. Then of course we have Eren Yeager. So taped to the very bottom, as you can see there, are his instructions. I'll probably need to look at those because from what I've heard, he is a little difficult to be putting together. Then you just take him out of the blister pack there. And here he is. So, first piece is obviously the amazing base. This is one of the main reasons why I bought this figure. We all know I love an intricate base. Then here we have Eren himself. Removing all of these bits. So his head does come off there to get this off. And then the cape. Obviously the figure looks a little weird there, but just slide that back on. And then his head back on, and everything's fine. So then we have this little white pouch here, which just has his equipment in there. I'm going to cut this all out off camera and we're going to get right to assembling. Alright guys, so first up we're going to be taking Eren here and sliding in into the tree base. There we go, nice and secure. Alright guys, so next up I have this blade here and this blade here. They just have these little tips on the end here. So there's one obviously with a longer white part, and then there's one with a shorter one. So then you just have to line it up with the cuts in the base here. This one here is quite long, so I'm assuming I put the long one in here. Now the problem with these pieces is they are quite flimsy, and I'm kind of scared to push too hard on them. That said, that one went in relatively well. So then the next cut here is just at the very top of the tree. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see that. I'll try and angle it out here so you guys can see up there. And I'm just going to be putting this one, sliding it in the top there. Pressing down as hard as I dare, I guess. I do not want to snap these. There are no replacements. This isn't like Sakura, where she had those little replacement jewels. This is one and done. So with that top one there, I didn't get it absolutely perfect. There's still some of the white sticking out. That said, I really don't want to risk pushing any harder, so that's as far as I'm going to go. So next up guys, we have these longer blades. These are going to be going into the back of these guys here. Off camera, I just slid the blade into there. It was easier just taking the whole thing out of his hand instead of trying. So as for the second one here though, I think I will try and put it on while it's in there. Alright guys, so now I have those in there. Next up, I'm going to be attaching these lines here. So they do have two separate ones. There's this one here with more of a squiggle in the end, and there's this one here with obviously less. So you can tell them apart, which is nice. So we're going to take this piece here and just stick it in the handle there. And then the very end here with the squiggly bit just goes in this top part here. There is a hole for the Omni directional mobility gear. Just kind of slide it in there. Moving on to the other side. Again, this big piece on the top. And then again, there's another hole on this side of the omnidimensional mobility gear. Just stick the top of the cord in there. So now, while that may have looked a little easy to you guys, it definitely wasn't that easy to assemble. I definitely had to struggle a little bit off camera before I was able to fully put all this in here. My main concern, of course, being the white showing on the blades here. The bottom one, as you can see, looks pretty darn good. Bring it closer here. There's just a little bit showing. Eren himself looks relatively well. There's like that tiny little bit of white, which I don't really care about. But it's this top blade in there. I don't know if you can see right there. There is a decent amount of white sticking out. That said, I really don't want to fiddle with it anymore and break it. So we're going to leave him as is. We're going to do some close-ups, and that'll be it for today's video. So guys, after doing all the close-ups here, I can fully say that I absolutely adore this figure. I think Kotobukiya did a great job. Again, this is a re-release, but I'm very happy that I was able to pick it up on the re-release. Eren here looks stunning. His expression is absolutely perfect and very detailed. Directional mobility gear obviously looks absolutely stunning up close here. I love all the detail they did to the base, of course. The main point of this figure. I love the blades sticking out, all the cuts, all the ridges and the shading. I think that Kotobukiya did a fantastic job on this figure, and I'm so glad I picked it up. And if you guys are interested, I would definitely recommend going and picking up this figure set. As far as the set is concerned, they do have a Levi, a Eren, as well as a Mikasa. Alright guys, so that is everything for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. I absolutely love how this figure turned out. I will say that it was a little difficult to put together, But I hear that the Mikasa is worse, so looking forward to that when she arrives. Regardless, I think that the little struggle I had with putting them together, totally worth it. This figure is amazing. And again, Kotobukiya just puts out such good quality figures with really nice details for super affordable prices, so I can see myself adding quite a bit more Kotobukiya figures to my collection. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!